Welcome back for your very special and very yummy update. The Racist Russell 2000 somehow performs a miracle, and after 7 times going below its all-time high, somehow manages to crawl back up towards its all-time high and closes above. Remember, the Racist Russell 2000 is US poop coins, small caps, 2,000 companies in the index, 1,000 not even profitable. So it's a good proxy if it's moving up to show us that people are confident about the future. But not everyone is confident. For example, we have Crypto Crapo here. And this is hilarious. Jams win. Okay, Jams win from none other than the Matrix is for some reason leaning on Crypto Crapo for... he's leaning on Crypto Crapo for his confidence that things are going down. Capo turns bear. What does he know? And then here we have Crypto Crapo out here. So remember, friends, Crypto Crapo, big name in crypto, got 1 million followers just because he keeps getting things wrong constantly over and over and over again. I guess he used to be good like 7 years ago. Wow, it's been a long time. But yeah, he just never adapted. And this is just very, very common in markets as well, friends. I still remember he was literally being, as soon as we flipped green on the weekly super trend, I mean, he's been bearish this whole time, saying we're going to zero. Remember, we made him flip bullish here at literally the Pico top. Then we went down sideways for 9 months, and then he got bearish again, and then we've just continued up, which is just kind of hilarious out here. So I've also got the circles here just to show you. There have been multiple fake outs, friends, where we've come closer towards the green weekly super trend, and many people have said that it's over. Could be over, man. Could be over. I just don't think it's over. I don't see people excited enough. I think everyone's still scared about the future. And if everyone's still scared about the future, it means the people are in here holding with us. We are strong hands. That's exactly what you want to be holding with. Monad, friends. Monad is an Ethereum layer 2. Monad, maybe you've seen them as well. Monad, Ethereum layer 2. They have like this little purple hedgehog type of, I can't think of this little purple hedgehog little like mascot. I'm trying to find them. I think it's cute. It's kind of like a peppy one. Thing though is I think they did some airdrop stuff. Everyone was farming their token. I said it was a bad idea because it's oversaturated, and I guess I was right, sadly. Here are their tokenomics released. Monad reveals tokenomics. 7.5% supply is going to be sold at 2.5 billion FTV with a, this is the most important part, 3% airdrop. So, oh my gosh, friends. So these people, I feel so sorry for you, dude. I mean, like, I don't blame you for trying, but look, so they farmed for 2 years, bro, and they're only giving 3% of the supply to the community. Oh my gosh. By the way, if you join their Discord, and I'm not exaggerating, it's 3,500 Indian dudes saying, good morning, how are you, Bobs and Virgin, every day to try farm points. So yeah, this kind of sucks, but whatever. Every single project's like this, friends. See, this whole airdrop amount, it's so old. It's a 2023 thing. Okay. And yeah, it's just sad. Look, the airdrop, it just doesn't work, friends. Look, you need to make a cult, man. You literally need to make a cult. They got to copy paste Richard Hart. But Richard Hart's tokens are down, so they're not going to think it's worth anything. But in the next cycle, they're going to be copying it. Okay. You need to make people care about the community, care about the chain, okay? And you can't just promise them money because it's not enough, all right? Because as soon as they get the money, guess what they do? They click sell and they leave, okay? The tokenomics is shocking. Only 3% of tokens are airdrop, pretty much pooped out here. Everyone's saying soft rug and LeMayo, and yes, everyone's just like saying, yeah, well, what did you expect? There's too many layer 2 chains. There's not enough demand. Remember, the PMI is even low as well, which makes things even more complicated. But don't stop believing. Michael Saylor bet billions on Bitcoin and lost. This is an article from August 2022, friends, okay? So this poor vagina guy who made this article here, just see how these people come out, they declare, you're dead, it's over. This was back in the anger phase of the crypto bear market back in 2022. They said, oh, you bet billions and you lost. And look how much things have changed since then. Very, very awesome. Actually, friends, what a coincidence. The first comment from Mr. Playboy Penguin I wonder how many times Paul gets called vagina. Wow, what a total coincidence. I never saw that comment. I just called him vagina. What a mind link. That's kind of funny. That's the first thing I thought about seeing his name. See, friends, look, journalists, when they declare stuff, journalists are really good at like waiting for all the information to come out and then summarizing, which is the polar opposite for making money. Okay, when you make money, you want the tiniest piece of information and you want to try speculate that the rest you can just fill in the blanks. Okay, because if you have all the information out there, it's priced in. Okay, so that's why being a journalist is not good for being an investor. They're opposite skill sets. Journalist, you collect all the info. Being an investor, you collect like 5%. Okay, because if you wait for all the info to come out, there's no edge for you. Okay, it gets priced into the market. So something for you to learn for the future there. Some funny stuff as well, friends. So Ivan on Tech has covered ProveX, which is Richard Hart's new project. Rumored that there's going to be a sacrifice at some point. A lot of people believe there might be a sacrifice like immediately, but then I'm just reminding you, when we had the PulseChain and PulseX sacrifice, it was about like 10 months after he announced it, okay? So it would be like having a sacrifice next year, like July or something out here. So Ivan obviously spends like 4 minutes here speaking about it. And yeah, it's literally, it is funny to me. It's literally just shitting on it for like 4.5 minutes. Just straight poop out here.
Remember Wolf of Wall Street? The guy is calling, hey John, I have another idea, another brilliant idea. Matthew McGonagall, what's his name is? I've just called him Matthew McGonagall. His character was saying that, you know, it's all Fugazi. It's Fugazi, it's a Shwoozy, it's a Wazi, it's a Woozy. Okay? When the client has made money, you call him up with another idea, with another brilliant idea, with another opportunity. You remember Wolf of Wall Street? It's Wolf of Hex Street, exactly.
That's literally just 4.5 minutes just straight shitting on it. And he jokes that it's a reload scam. Actually, doesn't joke. He says it's a reload scam. It pretty much is implying Richard Hart's a scammer. And the reload scam is where the scammers steal your money and they go, hey, I know I've stolen you $20,000, but if you want your money back, you have to pay me like another $2,000 fee and then I'll get you the money. And then they double scam you with that as well. Now, I don't think so, friends, because, I mean, look, what if this is going to be timed for the top? Okay, what if this is timed with an Ethereum 10 to 12K part? That could be one thing. Also, another thing as well. What if you're 30 times richer? I know I say this and everyone still says, I go, dude, what if you are literally your portfolio today, if you are 30 times richer? Because if you go back to Hex, right, by the time Hex, where he announced the PulseChain and PulseX sacrifice, Hex was 39 times higher when the PulseX sacrifice was done. Okay, 39 times higher. And imagine you earned yield for the whole year. So you're more like 45 times richer, actually. Yeah, even if you're doing short-term yield staking. So even I said that to people and they said, nah, I'm still not doing it. Okay, but one thing you and I know right now, friends, is why they keep saying no. Is it because it's Richard? No, it's because of this. The PMI. PMI is 48. The PMI is 48, okay? It's interesting, right? No matter what carrot I throw in front of you or me, no one wants to touch it. Okay? But you gotta think, friends. You gotta think of, all right, look, there was literally a flesh-eating zombie virus that was eating away everyone down here. Would you ever imagine that literally 18 months later, people are paying $150,000 for a JPEG? You would have given it zero probability, dude. And it happened. It literally happened. Okay? And they were buying it. Friends, remember that guy made that video? A guy literally sold his freaking kidney to buy a monkey JPEG. You remember? I literally made the video. This is it. This is the post right here. Look at him. He sold his kidney to buy the Bored Ape monkey JPEG. January 15th, dude. So he probably got the FOMO somewhere in 2021. Can you believe it? My gosh. Oh my God. Like this. How do you think that happened? That was PMI 60 environment, by the way. That was a PMI 60 environment. Also, let's just show you how much of a joke and how low everything is in the crypto industry, friends. This is Orangey. It's one of like the, you know, the Soylana JPEG coiners and part of the trenches and stuff out here, which has been turbo nuking. This is interesting. I want to interview a few traders who have some conviction plays cook out in longer term time frames for my YouTube channel. Okay, so he's gonna laugh. He goes, I want to find people who like really believe in a coin. Long-term conviction. Let's talk about it. How long? What's your long term? Okay, come talk about it. Okay. Now, I'm just gonna let you read this with me because you wouldn't even believe it unless I showed it to you. The guy he's quoting says this. This is what conviction looks like. Held for an entire day. Just fuck off, Fred. I'm just gonna delete this video right now. I just cut it. Yeah, I'm speechless. Okay, I'm not even gonna bother. I'm not even gonna bother reading the rest of the tweet. Okay, that's your competition. Okay, that's. He held for 24 hours. Like, bro, I'm a believer, man. What a cook. That's a PMI 48 environment, friends. I hope one day we see PMI 55 again, so you can come back and look at this video. There you go. This is long-term conviction was, bro, a 24-hour hold. That's why, friends, it doesn't feel like a bear market, dude. It doesn't feel like the bull market's like, oh, we've killed the final bear now, and the bull market now has to die, and we're dying on euphoria, dude. That feels like skepticism. All right? That feels like skepticism. But do you think everyone's laughing at that? They're not, dude. There's like 400 replies of all these other like eye face tattoo Soylana Kids who are like doing, dude, this guy's freaking rocking it, dude. 24 hours, dude. Like they're cheering him on. Like, yeah, 24 hours, man. Wow. I only heard for 1 hour. Remember, QT is ending. And look, if you're going to be using patterns from the past, why don't they use this pattern? Last time QT ended, we went up only in altcoins. Is it going to happen again? We'll see. Like, subscribe, belly button on. Catch you soon.